Hello everybody, RemedyX here, and today I'm going to be trying to do a cube draft again. The last one of these I did, um, I had an emergency. I had to run my wife her inhaler, so a little bit of like light here in my eye. That's kind of annoying from the window, but um, so yeah, um, sorry about that. Cut the last one short. I dropped the league, and I realized after I didn't have to drop the league, I could have conceded, and then yeah, I could have from there like did the third game, I think, but I would have been 0-2 anyway. The first game in that last draft was really close. um Second game I did several mess ups and I was distracted, and yeah, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, we're gonna try this again. So this is Cartographia Phantom Draft League. It's uh it's weaker than like Vintage or Legacy Cube, but it's stronger than just a standard draft. I don't know where to place it. So let's see. There's definitely a decent sacrifice deck. There might be a decent land deck. If I'm looking here, I see Godless Shrine for open fixing. I see Exploration, which is probably a very important card in that deck. So I could like try this, but it instantly puts me into a specific deck. It's a deck that I definitely don't have a problem playing. Also, Creeping Tar Pit's really good. I'm not sure how wide decks are, so I'm not sure what Damnation is. Um, Versatility. I think I'm going to take the Exploration. I think it has the most upside out of any of the cards in the pack. Okay, so here's a Gitrog and a Crucible of Worlds. So get rewarded, I guess. Also, Fabled Passage, Land of Worlds, Path to Exile. Um, this is hard. Is there Strip Mine and Wasteland in this queue? If so, Crucible of Worlds is just really good. I think I'm going to take the Crucible. I think it's the highest upside. Gitrog might actually be what I'm supposed to pick here. Maybe I just take Gitrog. I think I'm going to take Gitrog. That might be a mistake, but I guess I'll find out. So there's no Land Matters cards at all in this. There is an Evolving Wilds. There's also just Doomblade. A bad Doomblade. Cruise. There's also just Hangerback Walker. I think Hangerback Walker might be the pick. Yeah. It's probably just the highest up, the best card there. Okay, so Kodama's really good for a land deck, and so is Knight of the Reliquary. But I'm not sure if I want to try to go Abzan, or if I can just try to stay in Golgari. I could also just be green splashing white and black. But I think it's just Kodama here. Nurturing Peatland is really good. Enchantment themed. These cards are going to be good because if I get the Crucible on the wheel, I can like do the discard effect and then play them from the graveyard. But I think it's Nurturing Peatland here. Excuse me, sorry. A little burpy. Yeah, league's ending soon. It gets like 3 days, I think. That's what I think I've seen. So this is sacrificing creatures. Cave of the Frost Dragon is a better land unless I'm in a sacrifice creature deck, which is not what I'm looking to do currently. It is a deck I could pivot into because it's just like Exploration would just be a weird value, Gitrog would just be weird value, but these could play into a sacrifice. But I think I'm going to take Cave of the Frost Dragon. I think I could end up in Abzan, and if I do, Cave of the Frost Dragon's really good. So I'm not white yet, but if Knight of the Reliquary comes back around. So my signals here I'm looking for is if Crucible wheels or if Night of the Reliquary wheels. If those wheel, then I know people aren't looking into the land deck. I did take Exploration Gitrog, so like hopefully they're not. There's nothing land matters here either. I guess it searches for plains, but it's a basic plains. And if I'm trying to splash, then I probably don't want that. I probably just want the Stone Coil. Stone Coil is a really good card. Reach, Trample, Protection from Multicolor, enters with X counters on it, where X is the mana you spent on it. It's really good. And if you get to ramp, you just gotta play a giant Stone Coil Serpent with Reach and Trample. And you just get to whack someone real hard. And it also pairs really good with Kodama, because if you get damage in with it, and then Kodama gets triggers, it's really good. Here's probably Deathrite Shaman. Is there fetch lands in this cube? I think there was. It's either Secure the Waste or Deathrite Shaman. I think it's Deathrite Shaman. Yeah. Okay, so there was nothing land in this pack. It's the next pack, I think, that the Crucible of Worlds was in. So here I can go with Experiment 1, Brain Maggot, or Pelt Collector. So these two work well with Kodama. Brain Maggot is just decent interaction, though. I think I'm going to take the Brain Maggot. We'll go with Pelt Collector. Okay, so I think this was the pack that Crucible was in. So Crucible did not wheel, which is kind of bad for us, but... I think we can just take a cut down. Okay, so like none of the Land Matters cards are wheeling currently. We'll see how the next pack goes. This is just a Doomblade. Red does look open, but... Well, I got some stuff for the Sacrifice deck, so maybe I pivot out of the land deck and into the Sacrifice deck. Because these two both go good with the Sacrifice. That wheeled. So the Sacrifice deck might be open. Which would mean I probably would not be white. All of this is probably fine. I'm still not sure about this. Pay 2, sack an artifact or creature, draw a card is not exactly what I want. Oh, there's a good payoff, right? Because this makes whenever another non-token, you create a blood token. Whenever you create a blood token, if you have 5 or more blood tokens, transform it. It transforms at the beginning of combat on your turn up to 1 target blood token you control becomes a 2/2 black bat creature token with flying, haste, in addition to other types. Well, maybe. Okay, so good stuff for the land deck, right? There's Life of the Loam's huge, but I think the land deck is getting cut. So I think I'm going to pivot here and try to do the 1/1 counter dash sack base one, and I think that is her. Oh, Prismatic Vista, that's just good fixing. Which is good whenever you cast Ward, Pay Through Life. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, make a 1/1 pest creature token. When this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Cruel Celebrant is really good for the sacrifice. And I don't actually have one of these effects yet, so I could still be in white. I think I take the Cruel Celebrant and try to wheel the Rex Sage or the Witch. I think that's the play. Also, I'm not in love with this. Or this guy. The rest of these I'm fine with. Exploration might end up getting cut if I don't have anything to lands matter. These two might both get cut. But Gitrog is still really good. He is. If he's my top of my curve, I don't mind sacking the lands that much. So, sack Gitrog unless you sack a land. You may play an additional land in each of your turns. Whenever one or more land cards is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you draw a card. Okay. Is this to the field? To the battlefield. So this is probably really good for the sacrifice deck. Watery Grave, artifact enchantment removal. This is probably the best thing for us. This is a decent draw outlet, but I think Prismari Command's probably the strongest card in the pack. Then, yeah, but I think we have to go with this. It's the only thing that's looking like it's going to work with what we got going. So, not to mention, if we could get a 1/1 counter or anything on this from her or anything, Kodama just fetching up all the lands. Okay. I really want some more fixing here. Okay, so it's a copy of target artifact. Or land, sorry. Yeah, land on the battlefield. So it could be Ranger's Class. It also could just be Ruinous Path. I don't think we have much for removal. Oh. Enters, make a 2/2. Whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. So much upside, but I need the removal, I feel like. Because I don't really have much for removal right now. Okay, so here's another sack outlet payoff. I also like the Ash Barrens for the fixing, though. What's more important? Well, I guess if I pick up the Bastion, I don't necessarily have to play this, unless I get the white fixing. Also, Freebooter is really good. I can try to get Freebooter on the wheel and take Bastion here, I think. Or Ash Barrens, but Ash Barrens will probably be picked. It's just a generic land filtering card. Basic land cycling, so. Ooh, my headset's actually dying. Okay, Bloodghast, that's good for us. Bloodghast has haste as long as an opponent has 10 or less life. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, you may return Bloodghast from your graveyard to the battlefield. So yeah, it's landfall that triggers from the grave. Sorry, had a cough. Also, apparently have to plug in my headset. I need to get like an actual mic, but as of right now, that's not gonna happen. But it's in the plans, okay, guys. Okay, Rishon Import I like a lot, but probably more than I should. Lion Sash is very good. What is this? Sack a creature, put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. Remove a counter from a creature you control, create a treasure. Sack an artifact, create a 2/1 white-black cat. Pay 4, untap it. This thing is, yeah, get in the deck. That thing is exactly what I want. It merges my sacrifice theme with my 1/1 counter theme. It doesn't play into the land theme, so it could just be Gitrogs getting out of here. But if Kodama gets to get me a couple lands, Gitrog is just really good. So Sylvan Advocate is good. If you constantly get the land, this also just makes a land tap for additional green. So this is just 1 mana ramp, which I kind of like. This is just a bigger, more threatening card, I guess, though. We'll take the Sylvan Advocate. In case you don't know, as long as you control 6 or more lands, it gets +2/+2, and it's already a 2/3 vigilance for 2. Okay, Life of the Loam came around. What was the other land card in this pack? There's nothing for me here, so I just take Life of the Loam. Which sucks for who the other guy trying to draft the lands matter, but it looks like red is open, like wide open. Probably just feed the swarm here. Just a decent removal spell. I lose life equal to the CMC of target creature or enchantment. Oh, Ash Barrens came around? What was the other card in here that I was like, oh, I'll probably get that back? Rec Sage. Someone took the Reclamation Sage out of this pack. Interesting. Instead of Ash Barrens? I'll take it. Literally none of this is for me. I don't want that there. Embercleave is the best card. like Embercleave is... What is Embercleave doing third to last pick out of the second? Oh my goodness. Apparently we missed all the signals. Was mono red just open this entire time? I didn't actually see a fire. Mono red is so freaking open, it's not funny. Like all of that. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a blood artist. I just have to take this, right? I kind of like the Lotus Cobra and the City of Brass. We'll see if either one comes back around. But whenever land enters battlefield under control, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control or vehicle. That's pretty good. It's an enchantment, but I just have to take the blood artist for my sacrifice. How many ways do I have to sacrifice? Because you're a sacrifice theme. You're a payoff. I have payoffs. I don't actually have a lot of ways to sacrifice things right now. I should probably look at that. So I like this with the land theme. There's also just a card Tribe Elder, which goes in either deck, and that's actually just a really good card. Costs one less to cast. Okay, destroy target creature. Or it's a land on the flip side. Nope, we're just going to go Tribe Elder. More for the land theme. Number of lands control. There's battlefield, you may put a land card from your hand on battle tap. If you draw a card and repeat this process. Maybe I just play Dam. 2 mana, destroy target creature. They can't be regenerated. I need some sack outlets. I think I just play Dam. I can play a couple white sources for it, but I do need some sack outlets here really bad. Fabled Passage is really good fixing. Go for the throats, really good removal. Banishing Light's solid, but I'd rather probably go for the throat if it's cheaper. Yeah, I'm going to take the fixing here. This is a tricky one. This has a sack outlet. I think I have to take this because I don't have a sack outlet. Bitter Blossom. Sun Titan Avenger Zendikar. Oh my goodness. Why is all this in one pack? Please tell me. Why could this not be more spread out? It's Bitter Blossom. Okay, Bone Shards is good. It's just a sacrifice to remove things. I was looking for a more repeatable way. Looks like I'm not going to get one, though. Other than the hidden stockpile. Which is fine. Hidden stockpile Bitter Blossom is really good. I'm actually not very green, but I'm a little green. Pitiless Plunderer is super good. Because this just says, hey, do it for free once per turn. If I decide to, if I don't want the tokens to build up. I think I was just fighting whoever was also trying to draft the land deck here. They ended up trying to leave the land deck as I was already out of the land deck. I think these are all. Slot 31. Move the sideboard. So I'm currently looking at like 2 cuts. Oh, you know what? I actually have whoops. I'll pull them on the sideboard when we get to it. I actually have a couple sack outlets. I had the 2-mana guy, who I didn't like very much, and the 1-mana guy. I know I passed a carrion feed really early, which this guy.